Namaskar. I, Dr. Lakshmi Shankar Kushwaha, welcome you all. In this video, I am going to discuss about directive principles of state policy. Before discussing constitutional provisions, I will place some important facts about directive principles of state policy. Number one, first, directive principles of state policy are basic guidelines or points by which government shall try to make acts laws for welfare of the public in order to establish welfare state. Second point, the idea of directive principles has been derived from Ireland's constitution. Third, the provisions have been made from Article 36 to 51 in Part 4 of the Indian Constitution. 4 constitution amendments have been made so far. Amendment 42, 44, 86 and 97 amendments have been made for the directive principles. Now I will discuss about the constitutional provisions for directive principles of state policy. Article 36 denotes about the definition. In this part, unless the context otherwise requires, the state has the same meaning as in Part 3. Now we will place here Article 12 of Part 3. Article 12 explains about the meaning and definition of state. According to Article 12 of Indian Constitution, in this part, unless the context otherwise requires, the state includes the government and parliament of the India and government and legislature of each of the states and all local or other authorities within the territory of India are under the control of the government of India. This definition has been made under Article 12 and which has been given in reference in Article 36. Now Article 37 of the Indian Constitution denotes about application of the principle contained in this part. The provisions contained in this part shall not be enforceable by any court, but the principle therein laid down are nevertheless fundamental in the governance of the country, and it shall be duty of the state to apply these principles in making law. It means we can't claim the directive principles of the state policy can't be claimed in any court, but these are the essential features, these are the essential points, these are the essential guidelines by which the state shall try to make some law for the betterment of the Indian public. Under Article 38, the state to secure social order for promotion of welfare of the people. Clause 1, the state shall strive to promote the welfare of the people by securing and protecting as effective as it may be a social order in which justice, social, economic and political shall inform all the institutions of the national life. इसी का क्लास सेकंड है, द स्टेट shall in particular strive to minimum the inequalities in income and endeavor to eliminate inequalities in status, facilities and opportunities not only amongst individual but also amongst a group of people residing in different areas or engaged in different vocations. It means the state shall try to finish discrimination or inequalities in so many orders. Now, Article 39 provides so many provisions. The state shall in particular direct its policy towards securing a that the citizen, men and women equally have the right to an adequate means of livelihood. B. That the ownership and control of the material resources of the community are so distributed as the best to subserve the common good. C. That the operation of the economic system does not result in the concentration of wealth and means of production to the common detriment. D. That there is equal pay for equal work for both men and women. E. That the health and strength of workers, men and women, and tender age of children are not abused, and that citizens are not forced by economic necessity to enter avocations unsuited to their age or strength. F. That the children are given opportunities and facilities to develop in a healthy manner and in a condition of freedom and dignity, and that childhood and youth are protected against exploitation and against moral and material abandonment. Article 39A, equal justice and free legal aid. In this article, it has been provisioned that the equal wages or equal payment for equal work will be made. There will be no discrimination whether the men or women. And under Article 39A, equal justice and free legal aid, there will be provision of free legal aid if any person or individual is not capable to arrange the legal help for justice. Under Article 14, organization of village panchayat, the state shall take a step to organize village panchayat and endow them with such powers and authority as may be necessary to enable them to function as unit of self-government. In this article, it has been told that the state shall arrange the provision or system of Gram Panchayat by which they could rule themselves within their jurisdiction. Under Article 41, right to work, to education and public assistance for certain cases. Under Article 42, provisions for just and humane condition of work and maternity relief. It was expected through all the articles of directive principles of state policy that forthcoming governments or political party will endeavor to promote the life and condition of the people by making the law in accordance with the principles laid down in this chapter. Now the Article 43 living wage etc. for workers. In this article, it has been told that state shall pay minimum wage or survival payment or money for the workers for their livelihood. Article 43A, participation of workers in management in industries. In this article, it has been told that the worker will take active participation in the management of industrial units or establishments. Article 44, Uniform Civil Code for the citizens. Article 45, provisions for free and compulsory education of children. This is the very important guidelines and principle of the directive principle of state policy, that it has been expected that the state shall endeavour to provide within the period of 10 years from the enforcement of the Constitution for free and compulsory education for all children until they complete the age of 14 years. And according to these principles, the rule has been made, and now the rule in India is in operation. Under Article 46, promotion of education and economic interest of scheduled caste, scheduled tribes and other weaker sections. The provisions has also been made for scheduled caste, scheduled tribes and weaker section of the society to promote their interest and their welfare. Under Article 47, it has been expressed that duty of the state to raise the level of nutrition and standard living and to improve public health. Under Article 48, organization of agriculture and animal husbandry. The state shall try to promote the agriculture and animal husbandry through its organization, through its institution, and through the protection of the animals. Article 49 denotes protection of monuments and places and objects of national importance. In this article, it has been expected that states shall try to secure and protect the national monuments, places and the government articles. आर्टिकल्स मीन्स वस्तुएं, जितनी भी वस्तुएं हैं उनका गवर्नमेंट प्रोटेक्ट करेगी. तो एंड अंडर आर्टिकल 50, सेपरेशन ऑफ जुडिशरी फ्रॉम एग्जीक्यूटिव. द स्टेट शैल टेक स्टेप टू सेपरेट द जुडिशरी फ्रॉम एग्जीक्यूटिव बॉडी इन पब्लिक सर्विस ऑफ द स्टेट. द प्रोविजन हैज़ बीन explained and guidelines has been given so that there should be no supremacy of the government. The judiciary must be free to take the decision. Under last article 51, promotion of international peace and security. The state shall endeavour to promote international peace and security. B. Maintain just and honorable relations between nations. C. Foster respect for international law and treaty obligations in the dealing of organized people with one another, and encourage settlement of international dispute by arbitration. This article has a great importance, and it is expected that state shall endeavour to promote international peace and security. State shall try to promote international peace and security within the country and abroad the country. maintain just and honorable relation between the nation. It means that states shall maintain the relations with the international countries with equality, not with any fear, and with the equality. I remember one thing, our Pradhan Mantri mostly used to say that ना हम किसी से सर झुका के बात करेंगे और ना हम किसी का सर झुकने के लिए मजबूर करेंगे। उनके कहने का ये ऐसा है कि ना हम किसी की आंख देखेंगे ना आंख दिखाएंगे, हम बराबरी से स्टेटस अपना मेंटेन करेंगे। सी foster respect for international laws. The India will respect the international laws and treaty made by Indian government with the other countries and other institutions, and will respect in very accurate manner. D. Encourage the settlement of international dispute by arbitration. And last and important thing is that if there are any international dispute, Indian state shall try to endeavor to settle the dispute through arbitration. So these are the basic articles of Indian Constitution related to directive principles of state policy. And now one thing is that if we go to find about the making of acts/laws in accordance with the directive principle of state policy, we get many acts and welfare rules in our country has been passed and has been made. Factory Act 1948 and free and essential education for the children. These are the important laws in accordance with the directive principles of state policy. Before ending the video, I would like to express my thanks for watching the video. Thank you. Jai Hind.